Okay, it's live time. Oh, but this is busy. Close. I said close. Thank you, Discord. Right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to having to do this station all over again. So this morning, I'll explain what happened. This morning, I was on Train Simulator, and I was editing on 32-bit mode, and there's a power station at Oakbridge here, and I realised when I was editing the power station, I said to myself, oh wait, I haven't added the coal drops for the power station here. So let me just add them here, and I'll save the game. There were track linked objects, the coal drops, as that's how the game works out, to do the coal animations and stuff. So I did that, and then what happened? I said, okay, let's just save so I can just do something else now. Save, and the game just crashes. And that is the worst possible time for the game to crash, because that corrupts the track.bin, which results in, well, as you can see here, this. The track just ends. And, hang on, if I just open up the editor now. Well, it seems fine to me. I can't see any issues. Anyway, yes, the track data of here just ends here. See? Just nothing I can do about that. So, the scenery of the station I built, as you can see here, the scenery exists. And the track platforms here exist, see? But the track doesn't. So I have two options that I can take. I can relay to the best of my ability these platforms here, and just try and just pretend it didn't happen. Or I could just start all over again. And I'm going to tell you which option I'm going to take. But before that, I just realised I should probably make a backup right now. But whilst I do that, I'll just say hello everybody who's coming along in, including someone who has a Roblox thumbnail and username, which I have to say, oh dear to that. Anyway, let me just quickly make a backup. I am taking absolutely no chances. Who knows? The game might just crash right now. Right, where's the thing? I'm so sorry, Jonator, at the kids that are coming into these videos. I can only apologise. Again, I was going to stream Nimby Rails today. But I just want to get this sorted right now so I don't have to touch it again for a while. I can't understand what you're saying. You're trying to say, Ali. So try and speak in English, and I might be able to communicate with you effectively. I didn't say you left. I didn't say you need to leave. I just made a joke about you playing Roblox. Alright, so a backup has been made. So I'm just reloading, and I'm going to put on the tunes now. There you go. Put me music on just whilst we wait. Anyway, how's everyone doing on this lovely Sunday today? It's a beautiful morning. Oh, is there someone called Jean in the chat? I can't see any. Are you just saying random words, Ali? Is that really what you're doing? Because, you need to step up your game if that's your method of entertainment. I'm doing fine, Katrina. Thanks for asking. Okay, so, yeah, as I was saying, I'm just going to redo this station all over again. Stuff it. We might as well. Right, so, in order to redo the station to its fullest ability, we need to utilize the software. Oh, it's a quote for a film. Oh, my apologies. Sometimes I'm just not thinking straight. But yeah, in order to redo this station, we have to utilize the amazing arts that are known as Microsoft Paint again. How else can we redo this station to its amazing ability? Right, so there we go. It's paint time. Right then. So let's get black for tracks and make thick blush. Let's just make sure that appears fine enough. Yeah, that's good. Brilliant. I hopefully won't see your method eventually. Right then, so in this direction, that's where the exit to the station is. And the easiest would be just to do. Oh yeah, Blackpool North. Oh yeah, crap! I need to get Blackpool North's layout. BRB. If I go to TRACKS.BIN, BPN. Yay! I got it right! Yay! All right, so Blackpool North. Oh, that's a lot more constricted than I thought it. Interesting. Yeah, it is. I don't blame you, Katrina. It is. It's a very... again, this is what happens when you get a bunch of kids coming in. But there's nothing I can do at the moment until they go away for bedtime. So we'll have to wait and see. But if I'm looking at Blackpool North's layout here, let me just pop out the chat window just to help me out a bit. Yeah, I don't... That's the point of this little station layout, because we don't want to make a great station, we just want to make a station that is a station, really. But inspired by Blackpool North does sound like a good idea. I assure you... Well, actually, you say that, because this is an airport station, the staff could easily be very fickle, so... Alright, well, we can sort of make it, because we're not going to have 6 platforms, we only need 4. But platforms 1 and 2 will be long enough for our Pendolino lads. So... And then we could have the platforms... Every train spotter is over. Indeed, everyone's a terrorist. So maybe something like that. Oh, hang on, let me try again. And they're both island platforms, so... there we go. Something like that. Because that makes it feel like it's been extended over the years. I like that idea, because it looks like... If we just... And to keep with my original idea, I'll pop this a little bit. So this is slightly offset, but it goes a bit further that way. Alright, I like that idea. We'll do that. We'll make our own Blackpool North with blackjack and hookers. Brill. Okay, then let's back open to train sim then. Alright, and there we go. I'd do 2 sides with an island, but this works. Yeah, well, this is, you know, I still like your idea though. We still, if anything, this one's even better than the other one because we get to have 2 platforms long enough for a Pendolino. So, let's start by just deleting all of this. Also, I must share, if I just delete this now, I must share the station sign that I've made for this station. Because I already had one ages ago. So if I can just find it. I've reskinned a station sign for Cardingham Airport, which I really like. Central... Yeah, Card Air. Ta-da! Hey, look at that. I'm really proud of that. That looks really, really nice. I even made a fake Greater Manchester sort of thingy. Make sure they can access the depot. I don't think, well, the nearest depot would be like the fake long site, so we don't really need to have that, like a depot access, but I'll keep that in mind for like a joke siding if I need to add one. Like one we could like chuck a Class 67 in. But I really like this station sign. It looks cool. Okay. Oop. Well, funny you say that. The name I gave the fake long site was Shore Site. Which you know, that's sort of the same joke. But I like that. I liked it a little bit better. Alright, let's start building. Oh, crap. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. Oh, crap. Now I have to redo the bloody junction again. Why not? Can't be. I might as well just make it a little bit better. I know. But I was just the game has crashed when I pressed Control Z in the past. I don't want to take it. If I can avoid a risk, I will. There we go. Oh, bollocks. Bit too. There we go. Easy peasy. Now let's continue towards the fake Manchester airport. Also, it might be a good idea for me just to quickly get a photo of Google Maps of Blackpool North. Okay. Generator, you seem like someone who's most likely used both Blackpool North originally and post-refurb. So, if that is the case, which one was better? I'm guessing the new is much better, but, you know. Right, let me just open up Google Maps. This is like the chill human junction. Well, at least here it's not, as... Well, what's the world? Not as... The line speed isn't anywhere near as fast, so we don't have to worry about that, at least. Hello there, totally laser jet person with long name. How you doing? Alright. Give some super elevation. Yeah, I'm doing good today. Lovely weather we're having. Been nice and sunny all day, but not too hot, because there's been also a lovely breeze as well. So, yeah, today's been feeling good, that's for sure. New one is better, but the old one had shelters on the platforms and they had an extra... Oh yeah, it had 7 platforms originally. I guess they just want everybody waiting in the waiting hall. Like what happens with most stations nowadays, so... bleh for that. Just making sure... yeah. This is a little bit. And straight line from here. So, I'm just looking at it on Google Maps once more. Yeah, that should work. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, I nearly lost the tower. Great, okay, that works. Oh, okay, I think I understand it now. If I'd only change 2 things about the current layout, make the depot more accessible from platform 1 and 2, and put roofs over the platforms. But it's Britain. It's Britain, it rains. Oh, come on, what are you on about? Rain is a myth in Blackpool. There's always sunshine. Because Alright, let's put the first... if I look at my guide again, I'll put the first switch here. I'm doing okay, thank you very much, the level. Thank you. Just enjoying the weather earlier today. A crass example, but not exactly untrue, Katrina. So that'll be the first switch, and then just need to keep referencing my little thing again. Ooh. I guess it shouldn't be obvious. It should be obvious already, but this is not going to be one-to-one before you ask Joinator. I know this goes on for a little bit longer. Actually, I might as well just make it go a little bit longer like it does. But yeah, I'm not going to make it one-to-one because that would be boring. But just inspired would suffice. Because the TRACKS.BIN got corrupted this morning when I was just building as I was. So that really irked me, and thus I have to redo the station again, and we're not going to base it off Blackpool North this time. Albeit with 4 platforms, because who needs... oh wait, I used the wrong track type there, that was close. Who needs all 6 platforms at Blackpool North? Well, at the airport. I just realised I could improve this a little bit more. Oh no, Blight! How could you? But nice to hear from you again. You managed to break a pen ironically on stuff to do with. Oh no! Funnily enough, yesterday I was in your neck of the woods. Yesterday, well, sort of, not exactly Portsmouth, but Southampton, close enough. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing it 1-to-1. Thank you. Have some faith in me. The game did not. Oh no! 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 As soon as I read Blue Jay's message, the game just starts freezing. No! 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 Behave. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Save. 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 Taking no chance in this game. It wasn't out of, or at least some random crash that caused me having to redo the station anyway. No, it just froze. The game just froze quickly. So not hedgehogs, just switches in my computer was just having a hissy fit. It's time of the month again. Nah, you're not a curse. That was just bad timing, really. Albeit comically bad timing, because again, as soon as I read that, your message, it just started to freeze. That was perfect, though. Good thing I'm not too patriotic on my city, because saying that to any other Plymouth dweller would annoy them. Yeah, well, I guess some people just do have, like, well, I haven't really met anybody patriotic of, like, Birmingham, for example. At least proud of, well, maybe. Then again, Portsmouth does have some interesting history, so I guess that is like a reason to be proud of Portsmouth. Because I remember going to see that submarine there. I forgot what it was. Yeah, I try my best to avoid trains that have like lots of polygons and exhaust effects. I mean, then again, I did drive that 52. That was pretty funny. I think there was like it was like a modded 52 with the sound pack, the Ultra Power sound pack, and for some reason, it just creates all the exhaust known to man. After I built this station, I might even show it off. I'll put it in my notes. To look at AP52 exhaust fume. Right, someone remind me of that if I forget once I finish building this. So, trying to get into the city at the moment would be a pain given the victorious festivals going on. There's even been a couple of Stagecoach London in Ah, you've drafted in special forces to help. Wow. Oh, that's a tactic I've yet to see for a while. Okay. So, track splits off here, sort of does a straight-ish line, curves to the left, straight, and then curves to the right. I'm smoke past 52 kills food. Hello there, Bogdan. Welcome to the stream. I am rebuilding this station because the TRACKS.BIN got corrupted. Just to save you a bit of bollocks. Right, so straight, curve to the left. So slight curve to the left. Straight again, and then curve to the right. And we need to make this long enough so that a Pendolino can fit in, or at least my goal is a Pendolino, 11 car Pendolino and a 57, because, you know, just in case. Right, that's good. I'm just reminding you in case, because, you know, you never know. Some people might have... Oh! Perfect, alright, easily solved. Okay, platform's long enough. I am perfect. There we go, look at that. Did that purely by eyesight. Which means I can do the same thing that Blackpool North does and try and be a bit clever. So let me just try this quickly, so... Place a platform. So we can have slightly wider platforms as well. So yay for that. So 300 meters. Okay, good. I've got an Xbox controller for playing games on an emulator. Oh, sweet! I had a controller for a while. So yeah, 300 meters to be safe. So let's say 300 meters from there. There we go. Let's say 300 meters. So what I'm going to do is place a buffer. So where I think there are definitely some buffer assets I can use. Just Trains had a few. Stagecoach randomly decided a new park and ride service for it, so they've stolen the Enviro 400 MMCs from everywhere else to avoid main services getting screwed over. I've seen a 24/7, a gold, and a D-Day one. Well, it is good that they're at least being resourceful when, you know, things like this happen. And don't worry, Jonator, I will provide longer canopies, or at least canopies on all platforms. So you don't have to worry about being drenched in the rain whilst you're waiting for your delayed airport train at this fake Manchester airport. Great, now let me get a buffer asset quickly. I think Just Trains have a few if I can find them. Buffer Nottingham. Oh. Oh, that definitely, according to Google Maps here, that definitely doesn't look like 5 meters. It's 20 meters according to Google Maps. And on here, I've placed the buffer meters, the buffers. 40 meters. Stop it. Make people walk more. Screw it. Or actually, that's a little bit mean. Fine. There we go. There you go, 20 meters. Oh, this buffer's floating. Bollocks, let me fix that. There we go, the buffer is no longer using no clip. And to hide the second buffer here, I'm going to place invisible track. And it look vanished. Invisible spray. But I can see it. Is that long enough though? Indeed it is, good sir. I did measure it. 302 meters, sir. There you go. Back in 2017, Rugby stole some of our Enviro 200s and Sunbirds from us because of the extension to Rugby from Daventry. I'm still surprised that Daventry, to this day and age, still doesn't have like a proper train station. Okay, so we got that track sorted, so let's do the other one, which is roughly similar. And has the second platform next to it as well. And it goes a bit further forward. In older days, you could see Nordics and Tridents being used by private companies for it. Oh. Well, I do like park and ride services when they are done right, but I can't think of any of them that really do them like really well off the top of my head. Unless you have something you can think of. It would probably play havoc with the timetable, only be served by the crew. Okay, in fairness, hang on, where is... Because I've already pretty much mapped out the platform here, so I don't have to worry about Google Maps. Daventry is one of those... Hang on. Because the problem with Daventry is that it's the town itself isn't anywhere like near the railway line, I don't think, because whilst there is like a Daventry terminal, the Daventry terminal is nowhere near Daventry itself. It's the town of Daventry is like where is it? It's actually closer to it's actually closer to, ooh, I don't know. It's a toughie. Well, it's not near Daventry itself. There you go, that's what I'm trying to say. And it would help, though, if they build more stations to serve more communities instead of having to rely on Stagecoach all your life. That's for sure. That's for sure. Crick and Rugby, yeah. Tring is far from the actual station. That is true, but at least Tring is nowhere near of isn't exactly of the similar town size. So it's more like a commuter parkway station, if anything. But for the purpose of discussion, Tring is just a village. Or at least a small town. Okay. Right, so if I make this a little bit longer than 60 meters. 70 meters, so 8 meters. And then so 735. 740. So it's 47. Okay, yes, good. I say that, Blight, because there's like a huge car. They've added like a bigger car park at Tring, so people essentially use it for, like, if they live outside of the area, they drive to that station, park there, and then commute to London or up to Milton Keynes from there. Alright, so we need to make this constricted. Yeah, I guess you could look at it like that as well, Jonator, but at least it does have the, at least it's what's the word I'm looking for? At least the station is a I'd rather a station be slightly oversized and future-proofed in a way than undersized and they have to keep extending it over and over and over again. I mean, the only recent thing they did with Tring was add a bigger car park and add lifts. So as far as I'm concerned, I think they did good with Tring. Yeah, and Cheddington's even smaller than Tring, and realistically, the only people who use Cheddington are train spotters. Well, train spotters and people who live there or just want to go down to town into Milton Keynes to buy some loaves of bread. Yeah, that's the problem. Southampton Central is a very constricted station. For what it's worth. And I loathe it for that. Who doesn't? Such a rubbish train station, Southampton Central. Okay. I could believe that, but I don't really know what are the... I don't really keep track of the least and not least used stations because I've got better things to do. Quite frankly. No offense, it's just, you know, I don't really keep that I don't really keep that fact in mind. True, but I would rather trains terminate at Portsmouth Harbour than Southsea. Since, oh, you stupid game, why did you... At least with Portsmouth Harbour, they have the option of trains going, you know, it helped better connect with Actually, does it? I'm trying to think. I mean, Ports of Harper's had space for 5 platforms, but, you know, they said, nah, 4 will suffice. Also, let's not forget the original Dovetail, well, RSC Portsmouth Direct line, which had the platforms too short for 12-car 450s using it. Lol. Oh, that's a throwback if anyone remembers that. No? Oh, okay. Well, it is funny because the original Portsmouth Direct line was going to be like a large-scale network group, but it sort of didn't happen, and the result was just pretty much Portsmouth to like Guildford to Portsmouth, which was kind of lacking. But at the time, it was pretty much the only proper third rail route in the game, so you know it's hard to whine. Good point. I forgot the bus station was there. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I completely forgot about that. What was my notes? Okay. Right, I'll sort out the 4th platform in a bit, but let me just map out this. So this is long enough for the Pendolino thingy. So okay, so that should suffice. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, because Southsea is just way too cramped and compact. But you know, let's close it. Let's close Portsmouth Harbour. We'll make it. We'll make Southsea suffice, which will be just. Bleh. But that's a good question, actually, Blightworth. I wonder if Balmorey did have a budget line. He probably wouldn't, because it's just a row of shops in different colours. But it's always fun to think about. Okay, so that works. Then, yeah, I'd probably say the same as well, though at the same time, I don't even think Balmorey would need a tram, or a railway of sorts. So I'm going to make these two extra, the 2 platforms here, they're going to be long enough to hold a pair of 319s. Just in case, you can never be too sure. So, okay. Oh crap, wait. Let's do the measurement thing again. Oh! I completely missed your message about Jersey. Forgive me. Okay, Jersey. Okay, with Jersey I can agree. Trams would be a good idea. I was just thinking of... Sorry, Northern was the one that came to my mind, Jonator. I didn't realise they gave me that much post-traumatic stress disorder or something. Oh man, what living to the north does to somebody. Living in the north. Oh, rip my joke. Okay. The buffer here. Is this the same distance? Ish. Oh. Do the same trick again. No. Didn't mean to press save. Stupid me. Hey, at least we may be getting 350s, the bad 350s, but 350s nonetheless. They deserve to be refurbished. It's been long enough. Those ones have been around for nearly 20 years now. They deserve to get a refurbishment. Like a proper one. Again, like my idea with the 458. 2+2 seating with grab poles, 1+1 near the doors. And then you'd have a pretty good train. It's not like Siemens are out of business or anything. Oh yes, Fratton. Good station. I should really go down to Portsmouth to do some photography. They doubt they'll lose their 3+2 seating. I know. But one could dream. Right, let's just measure this from here. How long does the platform need to be to fit a 350? Well, that's the stupidest. 165 meters is a good, healthy guess. So from here, so 100. Oh yeah, I think that's good. I love Bogdan, how most of your messages are just references to jokes I've made or things that have happened in the past. Pretty much how the 450 should be. Yeah, exactly. The 450 should have been like that. In fact, if you remember, they used to be like that. Well, there was a few of them that were modified with more 2+2 seating around the doors and stuff. That was the 450-5 high capacity ones. That should have been what all of them should have been like. They should have all had that interior like that. That was great. There was more standing room. There was more like area to move about. He's good. Northern will keep their 3+2 seating. It's Northern. I don't want it though. Like, oh wait, what am I saying? I don't have to use Northern. You do though. Oh wait, of course it wasn't connecting to the track. Right, so now we need to make my totally favourite kind of junction to make in Train Sim. The almighty diamonds. So okay, let's start it from here. Oh, awesome. Bit more. Northern didn't use the seat that won the Seat Roadshow because my I am a little bit nervous with the 24 stock seating, but at the moment I can't really say much apart from we'll have to wait and see. Like, really, I can't. So yeah, we just realistically have to wait. Yeah, I thought Fratton was a depot for guards anyway, for Great Western Railway. Save. And I did watch the GW video, Villager's video earlier this morning, but I forgot to comment. But it is a really good video, and it's really nice to hear once again somebody talking about city development, but isn't just completely glazing the Netherlands. Because yeah, the Netherlands is great, but there are some hiccups here and there. Ooh, save time. Save times are fun. I love saving in this game. Hey, do you remember in Nimby Rails how saving takes like half a second? In order for claustrophobia to be cured from cross country, they need to make all their voyages like 8 cars long. But that won't happen for a while. Alright, so it's time to do my favourite thing in this. Oh, wait. Crap. That won't work. Whoops. Let me try this again. It's now time to do my favourite thing in this game, and that is scissors, because Diamond Crossings, because there is a good chance the game will just crash, and there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Wait a second. Why is there a height difference? Why is there a height difference? I just noticed. Hang on. 89, 89, 88, 86. Why is there a height difference? Also, hello there, South Wales. Welcome to the stream. Well, that sucks. I need to fix that. BRB. Alright. So, if I just make all of this 86. If I make all of this 86, that should fix it. Moles are up. Oh, dang you moles, you and your tricks. Right, so 89. So I need to make this all 89. But yeah, glad you had a nice holiday though. South Wales. I'm going to Paris the coming week. So I will finally be able to have some baguettes. And film more interesting French trains. And hello there, Vita. Welcome to the stream. You know, I really should have saved before doing this, but we should be fine. Daniel says as he clutches very tightly to his cross that he totally doesn't even have in the first place. Alright, so I need to raise this to 89. 7, 90, 89. Good! Alright, problem solved. So I've been very busy doing OMSI modding. I really should play OMSI. I really should, because that's definitely a game that just is begging to be streamed. Because I'm a rubbish driver. I don't have a steering wheel, unless I do have a controller. Don't know how OMSI would be like playing on an Xbox controller. But it does sound like a really fun game to stream and to drive. Plus, it's as well as optimized as Train Simulator, so it definitely sounds like the game will just give up. Okay, regarding the station, so if you remember in the last building stream, Vita, I was building an airport station, and what happened was the game crashed, and I lost a lot of my data. Well, fortunately, I only lost a week's progress, but that week's progress also meant I lost the entire station. So I'm rebuilding it, and this time I'm basing it. Oh, crap. Oh, dang it! I forgot to click some. Let me just relay the stations. I had one job, Daniel. Yeah, you are in a good, that is pretty much a good way of looking at it, Dullname, because, yeah, building your own fictional route is pretty fun, but the problem is that you have to work with this game, and it is like trying to work with a 2-year-old. It is, to call it disobedient would be an understatement. Karma. No, come on, I wasn't that mean. I have a Logitech joystick for flight sim. I don't think that would work on OMSI, but you know, I have it. Alright, let me just put a marker to remind me. Stagecoach? No, not Stagecoach. First group still have Optare solos? Oh, I'm guessing they're in Wales. Well, to anybody who does play OMSI, let's say I was to get the game tomorrow, which I won't, but let's say I was. What bus would you recommend? Like, for a beginner. Like, what... Because obviously I know there's DLC in the game, but what bus would you recommend to a complete noob like me, for example? There must be something out there that's a good noob. Like, not like a complete troll, but like something good enough. Anyway, let's try and make this, karma for all the things I said at the north. Anyway, let's don't miss this stupid, junction thingy. Right, let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed. Oh, no! Bollocks! Okay, this means the junction isn't properly rendered and the game is having a hissy fit. Dullname. You will encounter this error a lot when you're building or when you're building these kinds of junctions, okay? So don't do this. Alright, let's try again. Nope. Okay. The ALX 400. Oh, the ALX 400 is in. Oh, I think it. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that was in OMSI. Skill is. I hate this. Ugh, come on, try again. I feel like that might be too close. Yeah, don't make diamond junctions. You'll be a pain in the arse. It'll be a it will be. And I just realised I laid this platform too close. I'll have to do it again. Well, let me just make sure the tracks here aren't too close. So let me just adjust this quickly. Hello there, Neverbat. You join me as I'm attempting to build an station. So BRB. It looks okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, absolutely no chance of a crash whatsoever. If you want all-out realism and detail, you won't beat the Renown. I've heard the Renown in the game. It does sound really good, and it looks real good as well. I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but I'm just placing this here as a reminder. I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but there's a YouTuber who owns one for real, and he was really impressed with it. You'll probably know him by the name. I forgot his name. I think it was Joe something. Okay. 4. Great. Oh, I keep forgetting where the arrow keys are. Whoops. Alright then, so let's take 2. Save again. Yeah, Dobson, Joe Dobson. Thank you very much for reminding me. Plus, I have seen some pretty well-detailed fictional maps in OMSI, and the London route, and the London one my friend showed me when I went round his house, and it was really cool. Well, it was fun until we phased through the ground. I remember we must have I don't know, there's like some technical fault, and we went out. We just phased through the ground. That's how they get you. You're into the goddamn ground. Alright. Take 2. Oh, now it renders. Okay. Yay. Now we've got the junction. Well, that is quite lenient. So let me adjust it to be a little bit sharper. There we go. Oh, you're into the Eclipse. Oh, he's doing well. That's for sure. Excellent. That's nice. Presumably an Eclipse 1, not an Eclipse 2 or 3. Like anyone would sell that to a random person. The Boris bus. Oh yeah, I did see them. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that route was even in OMSI either. I will at least commend the accuracy on the London routes, because I have used some of those routes IRL and they're actually not that far off. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Like, it's definitely better than what I would expect. Like, for example, from Dovetail. Oh wait, I need to join this up. Oops. Oh. I believe he's a Godwin Norman, so railway money. Oh, that explains it. Unless you want to go back in time and drive the route. Oh, yes, of course. I remember First London. It's time for a quiz, thanks to you saying that. There was a bus route that was used with that ran with First North, ran with First London that I used quite often around West London. What was it? Hint. It was a double decker, but it's also been a single decker. Well, let me just relay this junction again. No, it's not the 69. H14, okay, fine, we're getting a bit close, but... Well, actually, it's not really close, but it is technically closer than the 69. $607? Getting closer. Try, hang on, did it go past? Technically it did go past where the 607 stops, so... you're close, but not too close. Try and think east of the 607's terminus, but go south. Well, no. Go to the easternmost terminus of the 607 and then go south. Sorry, I had to. Fine, I'll let it slide. I do like how it is called, the Master Bus to avoid Wright having a hissy fit in them. No, sir, this isn't a Wright Street deck, this is a Master Bus. No, it's not. Oh, you're never going to get it at this rate. The 295. That bus used to have double deckers. No, that bus used to have single deckers. Would you like to guess what single deckers they were, Jonanator? They're your favourites. I'm going to get a photo of one right now. Right, where's the photo? Aha! Here we are, I've got a photo of it! Let me just move this over here. Yeah, I figured there was like a free branding patch, so you wouldn't have to worry about that at least. But yes, on the two... Well, funny how you mentioned martial dart, Jonanator. Because, what do you think? Because, well, ta-da! That's what was used on the 295. I rode these things quite a lot when I was younger. So, I actually have quite fond memories of them. It's kind of funny. Inferior 200s? What? No, Bogdan, the Inferior 200 wasn't even built then. How could it have been an Inferior 200? It had to be this bad boy here. Hello, you. Pet the Marshal. Don't know if you can see the mouse or not, but yeah. Pet him. Buddy. Oh, come on, Marshals. Well, there's probably a reason why they're not only running today, but whatever. Train Sim Classic is a good example why you shouldn't put level editors in 3D games. I don't know about that. I think I wouldn't say there's a correlation between a bad game and a 3D editor, or 3D editor and bad game, or a bad, I think this is purely an optimization issue rather than just, dovetail. I think this is mainly Dovetail's fault, if anything. I don't want to put the blame purely on it being a 3D editor, because I think it can be done well. Case in point, City Skylines. Transport Fever. Even the modern ones are built in Egypt. Oh yes, fun fact, you can't film trains in Egypt, it's illegal. And I'm not saying, the joke illegal meme thing, oh, you got a license for that. No, it's illegal, they will detain you. That's what happened to HST Howard. Poor guy. He was filming a Class 66 and... He was filming in 66 and some policemen detained the poor guy. Oh, we ain't having anyone film these sheds here, no sir. He basically got put in like admin jail, like in Gary's mod. Poor guy. Read the second sentence. Alright. A separate editor is usually better. Well, again, I raise you city skylines. Unless, because, you know, the whole purpose of city skylines is you build your own city with blackjack and hookers. And it works fine. Is it national security? I don't know. I just think... Remember, it's... Egypt is sort of similar in the way of... I forgot... Hang on, is Egypt... I think Egypt is like an Islamic country. Sort of similar to United Arab Emirates. And it's illegal to film trains there. So, I'm not too sure. I don't think it's like security, because I just think it's just incompetence. Okay, we got our platforms laid out, everybody! Yay! So now we got our platforms laid out, we can now, what's it called? Place a train for height guidance. And do some other stuff. Alright, so at one point, first here used, I have lots of martial darts handed down from London. Oh wow, that's a sight. A martial dart in Wales, wow. I need to see some photos of that. I'm gonna quickly search them in a second, BRB. Well, once I just place these buffers here, move it a little bit. Hang on. And just place this buffer down and the lights for that. And I'm going to check out these martial darts in Wales. There must be some photos. Okay. There we are, end of track. Oh. On another note, why are the buffer stops at Blackpool so far back from the start of the platform? Isn't the approach speed 25? I'm guessing it's just... My guess is realistically, because they're worried, like, extra protection in case the train crashes the buffer stops, really. That's my guess. I will need to do some cheeky track corrections thing here. Well, 2018, oh wow. And I think the last martial dart was replaced in that roughly the same time in London as well. Right, so I'm just going to check. Martial dart Wales. Dart SLF. Oh wow. Oh, I found some. They're in the I found some in the Barbie livery. Oh wow. That was a long time. One of them is on the 120 going to Pontardawe. Exceptional pronunciation. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. You're welcome, Daniel. Anything, Daniel. Ooh. Oh, there's a stagecoach dart. Oh, martial dart. Oh, that. Oh, and it's on an express route. Oh, excuse me, Olympia? Oh, I need to see that. I must find that. There must be. It's just so much harder to like search through. Oh, that's not it. Wait. No, I found it. Although this one's not in Wales, it's in Essex at Hadley Depot. Ooh, I don't like that, sir. I mean, it actually suits the livery well, but I don't like that. Just the concept of it. I think people deserve to see this. And look at that registration. It's got an X registration. Wow, it's an old lad. That's... it just makes me laugh. I mean, here's the thing, like, a bus painted in that livery isn't exactly funny. Like, the Olympia livery isn't funny, okay? And the Marshall Dart itself isn't that funny either. It's just the combination of those two. It's just like, imagine a Class 312 in greater angular livery. Exactly, and the interior is the same on the inside. Hello there, Yowie. What are you talking about? We are looking at something magnificent. In fact, we should put these on your buses. These deserve to go back on the R70. You know, stuff those kites, those GB kites. Get it away! Never! In fact, you should look at it closer. Look at him. Look at that driver there, or shunter. Look at him. Oh, hang on. Look at that guy. That's the face of a man who works 50 hours a day. Oh, his aim has got a not to be moved sign. Oh, wow. To be fair, they did a good job painting it. It's just, why? Why? Why did they do this? Did he take any more? Oh, hang on. Is that more pictures? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Got it from a different angle now. Oh, very nice. Progress. Did he get some pictures of the inside? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, man, we got it from the rear at least. That I feel very nostalgic of that. No, it would it really? It would be just white. It would be just white with a red stripe. Ugh. I'll just double check to see if he got any of the inside. Okay, no, okay. Let's get back to the train sim. Go away, Marshall Dart. It has been put away. Wow, you were lucky then. Well, you got 3 of them. There's a photo of the last ones being withdrawn in Maesteg Depot. Oh yeah, no, that's actually a really good example. Generator 309, which in Northern livery, because I kind of liked the 309 when I was younger because it was a cool train to me. Like, wow, it can do 100 miles an hour, and an MSTS it could eventually do 100 miles an hour once you grow a beard. It's a bummer that none of them were, say, well, preserved in railway mainline condition. But alas, you can't have everything. Yeah, that's another good one example, yeah. But yeah, back to what Neverbat said. So, my point is that making the game handle map editing is usually worse than getting the engine to do it. Given that one of the main functions of the game engine is map editing. I see what you mean. Like, MSTS had a separate route editor. But it was still 3D anyway, and it worked mostly fine. So I see what you mean, but I'm okay with the editor being like this in this layout. Oh yeah, I was going to place a train in quickly. Nah, that's going the other way, Terminator. It would be what? Let me try and rework it. A 323. Well, the 323 is still in use, so the joke doesn't work. So, nah, rip, never mind. So it looks on the map. Very nice. Well, I've never been on the Class 385 because I've never been to Scotland, so I can't answer that question. Right, so I've actually remembered to place the 52 from earlier, so I could demonstrate what I mean about the exhaustion. But I'm also going to place another train to the side just to remind me. Ooh, I think I know what train to play. Oh wait, I don't have it. Oh. No, that wouldn't have worked. Oh well, rip. Actually, wait, I think I know what to do. I was going to place a 52. Oh, okay, fair enough then. Sorry, Jonanator, I was not paying attention once again. Rats. Right, where are you? Where are you? Who needs a 67? 67's overrated. Right, so if I just get the 90... Where are you? I keep forgetting where it is. My legs hurt. Oh, what have you done? I don't have that reskin anymore, Bogdan. I don't really want to reinstall it. Oh yeah, you were out and about getting exercise. That's why. I just remembered now. Fair enough, Yowie. I hope your exercise went well. So, I was going to place the 52 here quickly before I forget. So, I think it was this one. Alright, there we go. Oh, yeah, I thought I put the... Oh, behave, you... No. Yeah, well, I'll show it actually quickly right now, whilst I just place the other train to the side here quickly, just after I've, because I'm going to get rid of it as soon as I've placed everything properly. Right, where's the 68s? Where are you? I'll do it later. Well, I need to, let me place one, let me just place a coach just to remind me, okay? Because I need to get the height ready. There we go. Right, so I was just going to quickly test stuff. Show you what I mean with the exhaust. Got on a 458 with no seats. Aww, boo-hoo. '79 actually used the Vivarium minibuses. Oh, you poor thing. Right, let me just pause the music quickly. So, as I mentioned, wait, that's it at idling, okay? So that's already a lot of exhaust from idling. So... so I'll just put it I'll just do a full throttle start. Anyway, I don't really not gonna bother with the track things quickly. I'm gonna do a full throttle start. Get ready for everybody for exhaust fume. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Oh. I'm gonna go swipe to exhaust you. And then we do another one. My computer is surviving just enough. Yeah. So it's actually not. It's doing not too bad actually. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. And I guess because people are 5 years old, I'll just do what I need to do. As we punish the lungs. So, everybody, you know what's coming up. I'm not even gonna... Yeah. I didn't even know Open Rails had a 52, and I did not care. Oh, I thought it was gonna derail. Oh, darn it. I'll force a derailment. Alright, it won't be let me do that. Alright, that's enough of you. That's enough of you. Okay. So you can see what I mean. It had quite a fair amount of exhaust. Yeah, this character has some nice brake application sounds. If only I could record it. Oh, I thought, the one you're on. Oh. Yeah, Bogdan, I know exactly what you're on about, but again, it's almost like so much you say is just a reference to previous things I've made, previous thing. Like, it's almost like you just make references to things I've said in the past. Brand new magnetic rail. Oh yes, the maglev. The secret maglev sequel that everybody was asking for. Okay, so, where's the Mark III DVT? Mark IV DVT, silly me. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Mark IV. There we go. Don't crash. Cheers. Well, wait, don't give it praise just yet. 350 time. Nah, we don't need a place of 350. This will be much better than 350. So, might have to bail up Richmond. Oh, boo-hoo. Now you have to get the 490. Oh, wait, what am I saying? You won't be able to... On a Sunday? Oh, you're screwed. Okay, so let's see if I remember the formation. So, is it S? Oh, wait. No, that's the stealth one. I forgot the formation. Bollocks. Alright, okay, I think it was that. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Of course we're using the 68. How could we not? Goodness me. Of course I'm definitely using the 68. Just place it down. Oh, I think it's under APEP, isn't it? Or I don't know. Is it? Can't see it. Where is the 68? I did activate it, didn't I? Oh wait, let me put my music back on, silly me. Yeah, exactly. Next 490 will arrive in 20 minutes. Ooh, tough luck, kids. Also, why isn't the 490 a double-decker? It should be. Oh yeah, I forgot to activate it. Duh, of course that's why it wouldn't show up. You're right, I didn't enable it. Okay, so DVT standard for... what kind of... what? Standard first buffet, standard wheelchair. Well, that wouldn't work because the end coach has to be near the locomotive. So I put standard wheelchair, standard buffet first. So I can flip these around. Or now stuff. I'll keep it. I prefer this layout. This is much better. First buffet disabled. No, but first buffet standard disabled standard. I'll do that. I'll do that instead. I'm the one with the keyboard. Alright, so class 68. In other news, Trace and World 6 is most likely getting an IET. There's a leaked preview image on the website that has it. Oh, cool. Too bad my dams are at too bad my dams are at an absolute 0. As it should be. So, where are you? We'll use the DRS one just because why not? It's not a double decker because it's not a double decker. People will stop. Will people stop stepping on me? Well, oh, poor Yowie has to survive people in that area of West London. But hey, look, people, look how long you've had to wait for an 802 in Train Sim. But then again, well, it was a while until there was a viable IET in Train Sim as well, but that was for completely different reasons. Okay. We have our train here, so let's... I'll just mute the game audio. I went on a Mark IV to Peterborough, and it was the best experience I had until I had to come back to St. Pancras with an IEP. Yes, the 80... Actually, no. An 802 were running... They can run on the Midland Mainland, but... Oh, whatever, I'm going to just end that joke and just continue. Can't be bothered to finish that joke. Just an Azuma reskin or modified model. Yeah, well, you know, you get what you pay for, people. Right, let's lay out the platform height. I'd say that's a good platform height. Hello there, Kurumi. Well, I'm rebuilding a station after I cocked up with Train Sim this morning. The TRACKS.BIN got corrupted, so I raged that I have to rebuild this entire station for the airport station I was building last week, and now I'm based it off Blackpool North instead. At least Train Sim World seems to have some community made routes in development. Yeah, the thing here is, Neverbat, is that community involvement needs to happen from day 1, not day 3,250. Like, what I'm trying to say is, when you allow for community-created content, the community grows itself. Case in point, TF2. The first map for TF2 that got popular by the community came out about a week before TF2 was officially released. Before it was released. How was that actually possible? Because the beta of the game was out. And people were building... In fact, that even happened with, what's it called? Counter-Strike. People made maps for it. Like, when people made when the creators of Counter-Strike made the first version and put it up on, for download, people loved the game so much that that the community just made their maps already. So they didn't even have to bother making maps because people just loved the game already. Right, let's place our signals. Where are you? Have you made sure a pair of 350s can fit in the short platforms? I'll have to enable the 350s then. But I think they can, because I've measured, it's 160 something meters, so it should be able to fit. I'll just do a quick measurement with here. 163. Actually, now that you mention that generator, I'm a little bit... My brain is scratching a little bit. I'm gonna quickly test that, actually. Because I'm sort of... with that. So let me just quickly test that. Exactly what you said, Southwells. The game, Train Sim World will not replace it until there's a root and train editor and people can just make their own content. Because what happens if Dovetail goes boss tomorrow? What happens then? So let me just place a 350. Stuff the 68. Stuff that. Right, Richmond is coming up. I shall endure a possibly very long walk home. Aw, boo-hoo. Well, walking is good, Yowie. More walk, more energy. Just take breaks and you're good. Well, I never rode the Mark V's level. I never rode on them, so I don't know what they're like. It might be an improvement. It might not be an improvement. We'll just have to wait and see, really. Right, where is the 350? So I need to go to Dovetail and disable these two things, so I don't need them now. Is overcrowding really that bad? Well, that line does get bad overcrowding, especially on the weekdays, because there's now two less trains an hour. Throughout the day, because Southwestern Railway, being the pansies that they are, they got rid of the Hounslow Loop service outside of the peak hours. Where is it? Oh yeah, it was under this one. Also direct. TS Train Sim World is a fairly powerful editor for about a year. Yeah, that's the thing though. How long ago? Here's my question, never back. How long ago was Train Sim World been out for? Because I'd like to remind you, MSTS had the editor with day one. Rail Simulator had an editor with day one. Train Sim Classic, all versions, have had the editor since day one. Trains has an editor since day one. Oh, and let me just read you about the back of the Rail Simulator box set that I just so conveniently happen to own. Your imagination is your only buffer. Create and share new content with powerful, user-friendly editors. Expand your rail world with a range of professional add-ons. The root editor was a selling point of the Rail Simulator game. Thank you very much. Anyway, where's my 350s? There we are. Exactly. Nimby Rails, well, it's not really a train simulator, but the point still stands is that if you want to have community involvement in your game, you can't just wait for years. You have to have it now, like right now. It should have been there with day one. Yeah, Nimby Rails is an editor. Right, so... Oh wait, that's the wrong platform. Oh, I assure you, viewers, I got eyes. Let me try this again. Hang on, because I've got the DMC 2 and 2 1 1. Flip it round. TSO. Oh, wait. Does this game have the 442? Yes, it does. And there is also an Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack with the 442 as well, but they got rid of it because they're a bunch of pansies. Thankfully, being the MLG person that I still have it. Who knows, it might turn up on the Internet Archives in the future. We may never know. Okay, so the grand truth, does a pair of 350s fit in this platform? I hope I got it right. So, how close are we to the buffers? Kind of close. Technically, it does fit, but so if I do that, now kiss. Thankfully, this is an easy fix. I'll just do that. And I just relay them again. So we just... I've never used the Train Sim World editor. I don't have any intention to. I don't even own Train Sim World except that demo I remember recording a video for. That was still a fun demo because I at least like the idea. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Just make it a bit longer. And just 5 meters will suffice. Ta-da! Come on. Go straight. Thank you. Problem solved. 350 can fit. A pair of 350s can fit now. Excellent. Now we can add our signals. Gotta go for food. Alright, see you later, South Wales. Thanks for coming along. And hope you had a good time with your holiday. I love the 442. Their motor sounded like a World War II plane piston engine when departing. And as an av geek, it's pure dopamine. I never got aviation, like, propeller engine sound from the motors. If anything, the closest thing that sounds to a propeller engine is the compressor. You know, that sound makes you go... That one. No. Let me try. I think I can do it. I think I can actually mimic the sound. No. Oh, I got the pitch of the noise right, at least. Almost. What am I doing? Oh, prime viewing commentary. Thanks. Thank you. There is actually a German equivalent of an RA signal that someone has made in Train Sim, but that wouldn't... I don't think it's worth, like, installing. Even if I knew how to. we'll use these square signals. Look at that. Well, okay, it says square, but is it yeah, okay, it's a square. We'll give them square signals. Okay. But, you know, I can live without the RA indicators. It's nice, but at the end of the... You know, it would be nice to have them, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. The aviation part comes from as the train leaves the station early, the first 5 seconds of it accelerating. I'll have to re-listen to it in train ear because I still don't get that from it. At least, well, personally I don't, but who am I to judge? Quick question: why are there no cab signaling, and why do we need it for trains to achieve 140? I don't know about trains a lot. So, well, I guess you're saying that. So the reason why is the single aspect. Okay, so the reason why is simply reaction speed of drivers. The faster you go, the harder it is to react to signals, like physically out there. And plus, when you're going with cab signaling, you don't have to worry about installing signals that give you information that you can react to. You can put that in the cab right in front of the driver, which is a lot easier to process information with. Single side. Oh yeah, single side. Yeah, essentially what I was trying to say, yeah. But yeah, I'm using the single aspect square lads just for the sake of variety. Okay, now we need a four thingy. Alright, where are you? I personally think that Train Sim World could have been a good game despite Dovetail. Having to wait 5 years for an editor is crap, but at least the community now has the tools to teach Dovetail a lesson. I still think it's way too late. It's like if someone was to patch Sonic... Well, funnily enough, it is like someone patching Sonic 06 or Devil May Cry 2. Like, what's the point? Don't bother. If someone comes up to me and says, hey, I've patched... what's it called? I'm trying to think. Let's think of another game. If someone comes up to me and says, Daniel, I've got a patched version of the PS2 Sonic Heroes, I'm going to tell them why. Why bother? What's the point? Okay, let me try and find... Maybe it's on the West Coast Trent Valley. No, not Trent Valley, South. Exactly, and sadly TVM is now obsolete because ETCS exists. Well, the technology is obsolete, but, like, it still needs to be around, obviously. Right, so where... Nope. Maybe... I wish there was, like, a 2-aspect signal I could use for here, but there isn't. I mean, there is this here, but that's the wrong type. But it also doesn't have the theatre books. Oh, I found it. Oh, I guess that'll work. I'll use this in case if I can find another one. until I can find another one. It also doesn't update for free year on year. Part of the selling point of Trains in Classic when they had free updates. It's like FIFA, you have to buy the same game. Exactly! Again, Dovetail just shooting themselves in the foot with so many design ideas and things with Train Sim Classic. No, Train Sim World. There's a reason why I didn't bother reviewing anything for Train Sim World. What's the point? I've got better things I could do. This developer has shown multiple times that they do not care for their player base. Save the game just to be safe. Exactly, I've got better things I can spend my money on. Faria of Molten, for example. In fact, I'm speaking to an artist, with a mate of mine who wants to, well, I don't know if he said he's interested yet, but I'm thinking of getting him to draw a funny Moltana picture. You know, the female Molten. I've got an idea, but I just need to discuss it with him. You know, conduct the ancient art of business. I just wanted to see if I had a slightly better signal type I could use here. Because I don't think I can get any better than this version. Rather annoyingly. I would like this one, for example. Oh, wait! Oh, look at that! Why is the signal separated like that? Oh, I thought I found it. Balls. Wait, I know. Hang on. I think I can fix this. Wait. Let's just quickly try this. I think I can salvage this. Just place the markers. Right, if I just move this, and let's see if I can find it. What other train sims are actually designed for modern hardware? Although, well, what about SimRail? Then again, I say that I've never played SimRail, so I can't really... I don't know if that's true or false. Right, do I have this asset? I remember using it a while ago. No, that wasn't it. Where are you? No, not the traffic cone. So if I go, excuse me, let's see if I can find it. Oh look! Hello, EN444. Nice to see you again. Ah, nice. UK Pro. Oh, I thought I had it. I remember using an asset in the past which I could use to block, like fill a fill-in, but sadly that is not the case. Goodbye, signals, which I find slightly superior. Okay then. Okay, so platforms are uno, dos, tres, cuatro. So platform 1, 2, 3, 4. Train Sim World definitely had potential, but I don't really care for it anymore. I do not care. Well, I never cared for it. To say I cared for it is just a complete lie. I knew it was just gonna... I knew exactly what game it was gonna turn into since day one. Dovetail showed what they were gonna do. What's wrong? You know what else is made in Unity? Freedom Planet 2. Freedom Planet 2 is the best 2D Sonic game out there. Sonic Mania be damned. Unity is not bad. It's clearly a case of people making people not using the tools right rather than the tools being crap. In fact, when I was coming up with ideas, engines to potentially use for my game idea, I was originally thinking with Unity. In fact, I downloaded and installed Unity. And then Unity did that horrible thing where it's all, you know, we're going to charge you for games and stuff. And I said, screw you. And I changed my mind with Unity. I'm probably going to use Godot instead. But I first need to find an investor. So, you know, one step at a time. Definitely, completely agree. It was always just a money rinsing thing. Easy money for kids, from the kids. So, car... Platform 2. But can Unreal do sprites? Like 2D platform? Because I don't want to make a 3D game with Molten in it and Molten and Miranda. I wanted to make a 2D, like a 2D side scroller like Mega Man. Is Unreal good for that? I thought Unreal was mainly 3D. Plus, I won't lie, I am scared of Unreal. I'm worried about how much of a learning curve it would end up being. Whereas Godot is open source. And can do 2D quite well. Well, it's mainly for 2D, but, you know. Okay, let me just measure the signal distance quickly. $14. Yeah, exactly. Godot is great for that 2D. So you could, but it would be really janky. Yeah, I don't want to use Unreal for that. When Godot would instead be better. When it's more designed for 2D in mind. Because I don't want to make a 3D game in Molten, because I feel like that would be much harder to do than a 2D game. Ooh, excuse me. Where's the offset one? There we are. There's also the option of like doing the not even having an engine and making the game from the ground up, but I don't even want to think about that because that scares me. Programming scares me. I feel like I'd be the worst programmer known to man. But at least I'm self-aware of how bad I would be. But the only reason I have Train Sim World 3 is because the version when everything was on sale and price. Well, again, that's different. Then that's nowhere near as shameful as like buying it because I just have to buy the game at full price. I think at that point I think your parents would be very ashamed of you if you did something like that. But on a sale, fine. Signal. F14. F14. No F14. Well, that. It sounds very expensive if you get somebody else's. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Well, here's the thing, okay? How I would want to do the game. I would want to hire a scallywag team of like 3 or 4 people at most, including myself. Maybe 5, but 4 to 5 is my limit, including myself. And I want to try and be self-sufficient, but I'd still hire people to do tasks that I can't do. So I'm garbage at artwork. I'm only basic at music, so I want to hire a musician. So that's already 2 people. But story, easy. Script, like the story and script, easy. I already got an idea for the game anyway. Where's the other signal I was trying to use? Where are you? I think I would probably sit down to learn the scripting of Godot, but at the same time, I'm just very. I'm not the most computer literate, so I definitely would have to sit down and learn it. Where is this bloody signal I was going to use? Guess I'll. Alright, fine. Let me see if there's another one here. I pirated Train some more because of how much it costs. Well done. Congratulations. Now every girl will want to fawn over you. Where is this bloody signal? Fine, I'll use a 4 aspect one and... Hello there, Dibeston. Welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to build the airport station again for reasons I just mentioned on the cult server. In the moment, I'm just sorting out this junction here. Oh, there we are. I'll use this one. The time for me to go to the land of long words and beer. Germany! Well, I hope you have a nice time in Germany. How are you getting there? Oh, just need to do some quick math. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 750. Check. Train. Oh, yeah, of course. Well, still, hope you have a lovely time in Germany. And don't drink too much beer, even though you're probably not... Oh, I don't know how old you are. Well, you shouldn't be old... Are you old enough to drink in Germany? I don't know. I don't drink. So I don't really pay attention to, like... You have to be this old to drink. Well, I don't drink. Oh, okay. Square Auto. Wait a minute. There was a signal I remember having which will work well here, actually. If I can just get it quickly. Oh, they have a no green tunnel version. Oh, that's helpful. I'm turning 18. Oh, okay. But Talus is maroon, not purple. Yeah. How did you get purple out of that? That's, you sure? Hopefully you're not colorblind, are you? Similar color. No, it's not. Seriously, though. Where's my signal? Oh, there you are. I take back my previous comments about SimRail. It has multiplayer. Oh! Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you're not becoming a try. Unless it's a bus driver. Ah, yeah, I mean, you don't need to see the colour red anyway. When will you ever see red when you're driving on the roads? People, eh? Alright, I need to fulfill a quick promise to Journinator quickly, before I forget. Alright, so let me just lay it out here quickly. I have found some slightly more appropriate canopies to use, so we're going to use them instead. I think the canopy being long enough for a 4-car train would suffice. Or 5. Like, up to here. So, the IET in 397, that totally will never be in Train Sim for X years, will suffice with it. Well, I don't know. I know nothing about SimRail apart from it's got a lot of Polish stuff in it so far, but I was just playing the waiting game with SimRail, really. There we go. Look at these canopies. I think these ones are a lot more... They feel a lot more UK-like than the Austrian canopies that I was using. It's always double digits with regarding the delays. Die Beston. Always double digits. Okay, where is it? 6. Probably have this canopy a little bit shorter. I mean, narrower, I mean. 5. So, Daniel, a traffic signal is... Daniel, a traffic signal is the same... Shh! 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 Anyway. Yeah, thanks for... At least you agree with these ones look much better. They're freeware as well, which... That's great. I just completely forgot these canopies existed. Yeah, so... There we go. fantastic. Look at that. Save. I said save. Thank you, game. Yeah, 35-minute delay seems quite believable with Deutsche Bahn. Given that Bepin X UMM is basically a cheat code for modding Unity, I will watch Simrail's career with great interest. I think, yeah, Freedom Planet uses, the modding for Freedom Planet uses Bepin X. So, yeah, the modding scene on Freedom Planet 2 is great. There's some great ones. You're gonna eat now, so see you later, Elijah. Thanks for coming along. I do have some red glass canopies which I use which I've used at a few stations, Generator, but this isn't really useful here because this is not a virgin station. Great. Okay, so a few more things signaling wise to add, which will be the off indicators. So let me just quickly add those. No, not that. I just wanted to quickly find an assets to help me with. Okay, so if I place them here. I don't think the curvature for this warrants the use for banner repeaters, but I'm open to change my mind. I'll place one here just in case, but let me place my off indicators first. Ah, okay. For some reason, I thought UMM was something regarding the Windows operating platform, Universal Windows platform. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. I thought it was referring to that. But yeah, the modding scene with Freedom Planet, thanks to Unity, thanks for using Bepis, using Bepis like that, really helps. Like, it's so easy to install mods in Freedom Planet 2. I thought it was going to be really tricky, but you just install a few things and then, yay, easy mod organization and installation. Oh, delicious. Avanti have worse punctuality than Deutsche Bahn. I wish I could be shocked by that. Oh, hello there, Tolworth. Welcome to the stream. As I mentioned multiple times, I'm rebuilding the airport station because the TRACKS.BIN got corrupted. Save quickly. Long saves. Also, did you know that if 373s still runs Brussels? Yes, they still do. The 373s are still used to both Paris and Brussels. The way you find out if it's a 373 is by looking at the coach numbers. And looking at the looking and then comparing them with the seat plans that you can easily find if you just type in Class 373 seat plan. If first class is towards the center, it's a 373. If first class is towards the end of the train, at the front and end of the train, it's a 374. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. There you go, just adjusting that a little bit. There we go. Also, forgive me, let me just get rid of this 350 now, because I don't really need it. I've got the platform and length sorted out as well, so it's just slowly lagging the game and making it a bit trickier just to add these things. You're welcome, Dybeston. And also what I can do now is make it nighttime. Or at least more early morning, because I prefer doing that. So 7, 10 in the morning, you have the sun up. You have the sun up and still be dark enough for lighting. See, look at that. Lovely, beautiful skies. Just gotta restart this because you know what the game is like. With the Armstrong Power signaling. Bollocks! And there it is! In fairness, it has been 2 hours of constant editing, so it was finally enough time for the game to go dead. Alright. Yeah, it was a crash, but this time at least it crashed after everything had all saved, so it's not like I've lost any progress. Hello again. South Wales. I'll probably only... Actually, now I'm mentioning it, I could probably just end the stream now because it's been 2 and a bit hours and I've done a pretty good amount of progress. The only thing I'm going to do now is add the lighting, and lighting is... Actually, tell you what, I'll add the lighting on one platform and then we'll end the stream. How about that? There you go. Deal? Actually, when I say deal, well I can do what I want. I can do anything. So yeah, I'll add the lighting on one platform and then we'll end the stream, okay? Why is... Oh, now it's... Okay, it's loaded. Okay, good. Imagined airports. Yeah, 2 pictures could be fun. Yeah. Right. Sorry, I was just thinking of something else. Like, I might pay the guy a little bit more just so he can do that, and he can help pay for his sandwiches. Yeah, we did have a bit of a streak of the game not crashing, but there you go. Now it's been you know, I should probably make a counter in my room of days since last Train Sim Classic crash, and every time it reaches 10, I buy myself a lottery ticket. And I'll only have to... That way I'll only buy 1 lottery ticket a year. Any plans for Bank Holiday Monday coming up tomorrow? Anybody? You're just going to sit around doing nothing. Like me. I shouldn't actually. I need to finish up my railway review because hopefully, if I work fast enough, I should get it done within the next few days. No promises though. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the lighting on one platform and then we'll just end it from there. Correct. Never back. Yeah, essentially that because they have the two buffets on the between that, so it's easier to. Yeah, I know it's hard to explain, but I know exactly what you mean. Is it the sprinter? Oh, I'm not giving any clues. That ruins the surprise. It ruins the surprise. That's what I love. I'm doing something I wish the Armstrong Powerhouse did, and I'm doing it myself. So, isn't it a lot more interesting that you don't know the next review? Because if I told everybody, then everyone's just anticipating that. But if I don't, nobody knows what it's going to be. The only person who knows what the review is going to be is me and the guy drawing the picture. And even then, I usually get the pictures far in advance. So I've actually ordered the next one already, so he's probably going to... So even if you force it out of him, he won't tell you. Right, so... blue. I mean, here's the thing. It could be the Sprinter. It could be the Belgian De Zero. It could be the class... What's it called? Oh, I forgot the name of it. It could be no Flirt. That's what's right. It could be the Flirt. It could be a German train. Because I've been to Germany recently. Maybe it's a German train. Is it a British train? That's a good question. You know what? I was gonna say I'll let you ask. I'll answer yes or no questions, but that could give it away either. But it does have some British influence. You could say that. Well, you know what? It is a train that does move people. And it does actually run on short branch lines. So, not exactly... It could be a parry people mover. But there's not much material you could make with that. I was actually considering of doing a review to it, but I'm actually really struggling with how to. Because it's one of the few trains which I think is really well designed. Okay, it is a train from this planet, Jonamator. I can confirm that planet Earth. As far as I know. And the game just froze as I tried to copy and paste. Thank you. Well, again, I just like keeping my cards close to my chest. It makes it a lot more anticipating for the viewer. Right, so now I need to put the lighting underneath the, no, L. Where's the lights? Actually, no, this one works. Well, okay, I can at least confirm that that the train I'm reviewing is in service. So, no, it's not that, on the basis that it's not in service. Yes, the train has wheels. I should quickly clarify, if any of you were to guess it, I'm still not going to say yes, it's that. So you can keep guessing all day long. So, but I'm not telling you. I thought the 373 was already 18 coaches. Well, I guess it's technically 20 cars, but whatever. How bright is this? Oh, that works fine. I don't really care about the orientation of the lights before anybody asks. Actually, now I do. Oh, including power car. Does this train have windows in the cab? Look, I don't want to give you any clues. You've exhausted all your clues trying to guess the train. I won't tell you what it is. It is a train and it does have wheels. And it does have windows in the cab. Okay. Oh, that lighting looks really nice there, actually. Yeah. Actually, you probably wouldn't need a banner repeater on these platforms. Alright then, so let me just I'll chuck some in. So let me just look at the distance. Yeah, that works. The man is keeping his cards close to his chest and ignoring your questions regarding what train will be next reviewed with extreme prejudice. Okay, I will at least confirm that it isn't a tram train. It is an actual train. Okay. So there you go. That's your only proper clue. I will put my hand on my heart and actually confirm without lying and stuff. It is a train. Okay. Oh wait, I had those VMS ones. I want to use that. The Just Trains VMS banner repeaters, because this is a more modern station. It would fit better with them. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. You know, I wish there was a better modeled SPAD indicator closer to the UK Pro ones, because this one looks really out of place with the Just Train signals. It would be nice to have a couple of cheeky SPAD indicators here. I know ATS have one, but give me a second. Nah, well, I'll live without it. Right, where's the banner repeater? Is that it? Oh, goodness darn. Oh! Hello. A small little canopy one. Nah, well, I want the VMS banner repeater. Sorry, mate, the game of Guess Who has sort of ended, so I'm not telling you what it is, no matter what. I still don't hear any cows coming home, so yeah. I'm still not going to tell you. Tough. Alright, there we are. We know who ATS is, Bogdan. No post. Alright. I wish more trains came from this planet, had wheels, windows in the cab, a couple at the front and moved. Yeah, same. Me too, mate. Me too. But, you know, can't have everything. Can't have everything in life. Oh wait, I already got the thing. It's over here, isn't it? Okay, where are my banner repeaters? Raise. And put the height thing with a man standing. Is the video itself going okay? Yeah. Yeah, like, the video itself is fine. I was stuck at one point regarding the script, because I came up with a really good line at work, because I like to brainstorm things whilst I've got time to myself at work, because work can be boring when you gotta sit down and wait for a flight that's not arriving in 40 minutes. But yeah, I came up with a line. I came up with a really funny line, but the problem was as soon as I got home, I forgot what it was. So that was a little bit annoying. But other than that, the video itself is progressing quite well. Also, I never knew that the PPMs had coupling, or at least. Well, I mean, I guess I thought they just had like a joke coupler that they could just attach to a Unimog if they like completely combust or something. You already got new trains, Bogdan, a class 730. No, you got two sets of new trains, the 730 originals and Dash 0 and Dash 2. And if you want to count them, the 805 and 807. Say what you want about AP, at least they have something called sales, which ACS can't be bothered with because they've got to pay Alan's court case. Actually, I haven't really noticed ATS doing any form of sales, but then again, I don't really look at their websites. So I was right. Fair enough then. Alright, well, I've done the lighting and I've done the what I wanted to now. So, I've done the lighting on one platform. That's why I said I was going to end the stream after that. So, that'll be it for tonight, everybody. I will quickly pull back just to show you what it's looking like so far. Once it's finished saving. Any second now. Thank you. Oh, those band repeaters are wrong. Okay. Come on, camera. There we are. It's looking pretty nice, actually. I really like the track layout there. I feel really proud of myself with this. I'm glad I based it off. This station looks a lot better now, especially with the canopies. A lot more composed. Look at that, it's looking really cool. The banner repeaters there. Oh, delicious. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight, everybody. Thank you for coming along to tonight's Train Simulator stream. And yeah. Oh, I didn't know there was background noise in the Mark IVs. Lol. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming along to tonight's stream. Oh, that's a lot of passengers now. Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense because it's the rush hour in-game. Thank you everyone for coming along, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye everybody, thanks for coming along. Bye-bye. Right, now where's the end stream button?